Hey everybody, welcome to episode 81. This is going to be kind of a short episode, just kind of warning you up front. I was actually not planning on making a video today, but I wanted to do this while it was hot out of the oven, as it were. Yeah, we're going to do the unboxing of my new Ktaxon Burning Fire, I think it's called, base. I don't know if anybody knows what Ktaxon is. Ktaxon, I believe, it's either, I don't know because the prices are the same. It's either the higher end version of the Glary, or it's the lower end of the Glary. I'm not really sure on that one. Or it's a completely separate company. I don't know about that either. But basically, on Amazon, well, they're not just on Amazon, you can go on, I bought mine off Amazon, but you can get it off their websites. Either the Ktaxon, I can't stop saying Ktaxon. I feel like Saxon should be playing some Ktaxon. Or fast-acting Ktaxon. That's what I was thinking of. I need some fast-acting Ktaxon, like ASAP. But anyways, they're cheap guitars. I mean, they're very inexpensive. I would say they're even sub, like you get like a 100 series Ibanez or whatever, which is like a beginner guitar. You get a Guitar Center or wherever, or you get them on, from their manufacturers, or like Sweetwater, that type of thing. Then there are these guitars, which are even sub to that, as far as the price. Now, we don't know about the quality. I've watched a lot of videos, just like the video I'm making here, on people talking about this, and we'll find out if it's true or not. Now, luckily, because it's a cheap guitar, it was not a major investment. This one I got for $69.99, and off of Amazon. I think you can get them off for the same price off their website too. Anyways, yeah. So let's unbox this bad boy and see what we get. I don't know what the best way to do this. Anyway, the unboxing went with the. I'm gonna get it out of the cardboard, and then I'll lay it across here in the foam, because I know it comes in foam. At least that's what it looks like. See, there's a giant bullet hole or whatever right here. Somebody put a major hole into. So let me get a knife here, and we'll open this thing up and see what's inside. I think a foam though is nicer than, say, like they do like the double boxes on some guitars. That's okay, but I think, oh good, well, maybe not good, but let's see. I think I hit where the neck was, so I had some space to move as far as the damaged double box. Hopefully that's, but the best thing about ordering something on Amazon, and especially Amazon going through then like the main, through Ktaxon or Glary, is you can just return it if there's something wrong with it. You get 90 days or something to return it. So let's cut this open here. Is that a good place for you guys? You guys can't see it that well. Let me stretch it across the table here. And we'll see what's going on here. This looks very reminiscent of the videos I've been watching on this thing, where they get the foam. So far, so good. Doesn't have any creatures living inside that I know of yet. You can hear the strings. You can see the strings. Got a rubber band around the neck to hold the foam on. And I'm just going to slip it out of this. I can already feel the neck feels pretty good as far as the feel of the back of it. Yeah, is there a good way to do this? Probably better, but for now, we do this. Now I opted for, oh, that's cool. See, I opted for, instead of the gloss black, I opted for the matte black. I like gloss black, and obviously my Spectre is a gloss black, but I wanted this matte black. And also the matte black one comes with all black hardware. That's pretty impressive. Now it also comes with a gig bag. It's just like a dust-covered gig bag, real simple. My son's got something like this for his Ibanez. This is interesting, though. It came with a braided cord. Looks like maybe a 6-foot, maybe a 6-foot braided cord. Nice looking cord. I don't know what the quality of it is, but I mean, it's better than just a cheapo cord. I'm surprised it's red, too. That's cool. I like having a red braided cord. That's pretty nice. I like that a lot. It's a nice feature. I mean, that right there, let's just say it works. It's like 15, 20 bucks. That's impressive. I mean, it literally looks like I painted it with some spray paint. I love that look. It is very light. And I could see, yes, it's going to have neck dive. The neck is heavy. Well, you know what? Okay, I want to drop it here, but you know, it doesn't really have a lot of neck dive, to tell you the truth. I mean, the neck feels heavier than the body for sure. It's just a, I mean, I knew it wasn't going to be special. It's just a regular, simple bridge, just painted. It's probably, you know, dipped or whatever. And the other reason I went with this, too, is this is the only one that came with, well, I mean, I think the non-black one did, too, but it comes with the humbuckers, the dual humbuckers, which is basically the same setup as I have on my this. Oh, there was a question I had for myself that I asked the internet yesterday about bases, and about the Gene Simmons bass that he was using for the Love Gun tour, and guess what? It was a Spectre. I was right. I thought it was. It's a Spectre Brooklyn's like 1977, which is the year of the tour, so it was brand new at the time. It's a custom, though. It was a Spectre Brooklyn series, I want to say an NB1, I think is what it was, and it has more of like it's a lot chunkier than my Spectre. Back then, they made them a little different, and he must have had it, you know, I don't know if he did it himself, he probably had somebody doing it for him. Had shaved a little bit of the body down to make the horns more pointed, to make it more evil, you know, more Gene Simmons. And then I don't know if he had anything done with the, you know, the other stuff here. But I gotta say, this is really nice looking. This is, I mean, obviously you get the sweat. You have your hands onto it. Sorry, I gotta smell everything. You get your sweat on there, but it is a baseball of a neck, but I kind of like that. I'm not even gonna set it up. I'm just gonna tune it and see what happens. But very low action. Maybe too low. I don't know. Very nice feel though. Very nice feel. I mean, you can see the back of that neck there. It's pretty smooth. It's all, I don't know. I'm sure it's not raw wood. I'm sure it's got a very light coating of something on it. It could be raw. I'm not sure. The joining with a bolt-on neck looks seamless. Nothing crappy looking there. The pickups are not too far away from the string. Good height. This is, I don't think there's any loose bridge. Little screws that raise and lower your action. I don't see any. They got a name. I don't know what they're called. Knobs are nice and smooth. They're not coming off. It's real smooth knobs. Smoother than I gotta say, even smoother than the neck guy. And I gotta say, the neck feel, I like the thin neck up there on the, but this neck is nice. It's a baseball bat of a neck. I mean, it's thicker, not by much. I could do a measurement, but I don't have any dial calipers or anything on me. Just gotta tune it up, but it look really nice, low action. Oh. I mean, sitting right here in the chair, which is probably where a lot of this is going to be played, just with it on my knee. You know, I usually play the corner pick side. Yeah, I got to tune it up. But, let's tune it up. Let's grab the... Sorry, this is not the most super excited. I'm not going to be talking nonstop, although I try to talk nonstop. But let's tune this puppy up and see what we get. Come on, little guy. There you go. I probably need, oops, I turned it off. There we go. Probably need a little bit of a setup on it. Maybe not. We'll see. I'll have to look at the neck. Doesn't look, looks a little bit bowed, a little bit towards on the top out, but not terrible. Ooh. Let's go get the D up there. I'll set it to this tuning and play it for a little bit, and then I'll do a drop tuning at some time. Not in this video, but just to. Whoop. Sorry. Just to see if it needs to be adjusted at all. Oh, we got G. Yeah, we got G. Let's do a little bit of fine tuning here, right? Gotta say, so far so good. So far, so good. I mean, is it you know, super nice? I mean, is it? I feel like a you know, even a intermediate bass, you know, like that, you know, like a $400. I paid $400 for the Spectre 20 years ago. Does it feel as good as the Spectre? It does, but maybe it's just because it's brand new, but it doesn't. It obviously, the Spectre feels of more quality. You know, the neck's thinner. Just checking the frets here. Yeah. Everybody's saying they do a good job on filing the frets down, and I don't have any. I'm not going to be cutting my fingers on any of these. They're fine. Nice big chunky. Good. I mean, it feels good. I can hear it, but it sounds great. That sounds nice. And I can probably barely hear any of this. I'm gonna have plugged in. Just doing some scales. Let's check the intonation here. That's still on. Okay. Get a good solid A. It's spot on. Spot on. D. Spot on. It's a hair low. Actually, it just means these come up anyways. Intonation's perfect. Intonation is absolutely perfect. I'm just wondering how it takes my sweat, my hand sweat. It looks like it gets a little bit sweaty, and then it just kind of evaporates into the matte black finish. Dude. I gotta say, so far, now I'll get back to you in a couple of months and see if it's, you know, exploded and detonated, you know. But I gotta say, I could probably lift this. If I plug it in and check it up, I could probably lift this pickup here up just a hair, not too bad. But I don't want it too high, you're right, because I want to be able to pick there. I usually pick closer to the neck. Sometimes I'll pick there. You're right, I don't want to be knocking into that. That's probably a good height, as long as it sounds fine. Like I said, the dual humbuckers are going to be louder than single coils anyways. Now, I'm sure these are bargain basement, dollar store pickups. I mean, they look like EMGs. They look cool, but they're not EMGs. You know, I would have to measure them. If I could even put, modify it and put some other. I'm sure there's some that work, but I'm going to plug this in. I'm not going to do it on camera because I usually use my headphones. Like I said, I'm in an apartment. I don't like to. I want to be able to hear it. So that's cool. Even the input jack is black. That's awesome. That's what I wanted. I wanted black. Yeah, I might even throw some black tape, some black flat wound, tape wound strings, nylon strings on this, and really go for the all black look. And I love the fact it's got a little bit of teeny little scuff in the corner there. Just not much, not bad, just a teeny scuff. The headstock has the same paint job as the body. It's got a little plate. 3 screws for the truss rod adjustment. I'm not going to touch the truss rod on this. I'm going to leave it how it is. I mean, the action is nice and low. It's not buzzing at all. Like I said, I could see the neck's just a hair, not much, but just a hair bowed out, but not bad. Let's check it down the way here. Yes, just a hair, a little bit of bow. I gotta say, I feel crazy. I wish this stuff would have existed back, when I first started back in the late 80s. I mean, this adjusted for inflation, this probably would have cost then $50, I could have saved $50 and when I was, 15, 16 years old, I could have saved $50 and bought one of these. I wouldn't need to borrow anybody's. So I'm just saying, for people nowadays, I gotta say, you got a kid who wants to play an instrument, wants to play a bass, wants a cool looking thing. I mean, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but this is definitely right up my alley. I love I love BC Rich's. I don't see a bass, but they have a guitar, a BC Rich Beast. I had a Warlock, but I wanted a Beast. But they have a kit. I don't know if it's made by Ktaxon or Glary or it's made by I think some other company. They have a kit. It's pretty much ready to go. I think it's just plug and play. I don't think you need to solder it. You just plug in the pickup contacts onto the other hardware in there and the other electronics. And you have to paint it. Obviously, I mean, I could paint this. Just throw some black spray paint on there. Hell. For a cool look, I could do a pretty decent paint job on the Beast, and I could get a cool looking Beast guitar. I wish they would make a bass. I don't see a bass yet, but that would be pretty sweet, and that's like $150. Again, cheap. I gotta say, this is really impressive. Again, I'm looking at the nut here. The nut doesn't look all jacked up. Everything is clean, except for this teeny little scuff. It's not even a scuff, just like where the paint kind of go. And there's just a little teeny bit of paint drip over on the edge here, but nothing really serious. We pull the tuner up. Just a hair. I mean, it's just, literally, so nominal, it's not even worth mentioning. Oh my God. Dude. Guys, $70. $69.99. As far as toys, this is 2 albums. This is 2 reissue albums, maybe 3. 2 double discs. If I wanted to buy Destroyer and Love Gun on disc, on record off Amazon for the reissues, I would pay more money than I would pay for this. I'd pay probably almost $80, maybe $80 or so. Almost $80 for those 2 records, and I got a bass guitar that looks very, Gene Simmons, looks very cool, very death metal. If you're into I'm not into death metal. I know I like a lot of the look of that, but I don't really like to play death metal. If you're into that kind of thing, I don't know if The Burning Fire comes this way, but I know there is a what do you call it? A 5-string. I think there's a 6-string too. There's a little bit more, but not much. Like maybe a $25 more. The other thing that's nice is, okay, it's light, right? That's not a bad thing. You know, putting it on a strap, right? I want to be able to grab it real quick and start playing, right? I don't want a heavy chunking thing, you know? I want something light and easy. Light and fresh and airy. I'm going to pull I got this cool Ernie ball strap on here. I'll show you that. Pull that off the Spectre. It's got these like kind of locks on it. They go on and be pulled down. And then that's Ernie ball. I think this was like $30. It's got the stretchiness to it. I'm a geek. I don't like to play with it way down and be cool. I play like a traditional bass player. Well, at least now I do. Or more when I'm sitting here, because I still want to banging into the tables and stuff. But it's stretchy, so it kind of form fits. It does you know, adjust a little bit. But let's put this bad boy in here. Let's test these two. Tight. So far, so good. Just a hair loose. I could probably... it's about good. I don't want to grief it. So I could probably take about a quarter turn with a screwdriver. Works there. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's like I have my classical guitar on me. It is like nothing. Okay, so I'm standing here, right? Sorry. Clean myself off. I got, what do you call it, foam all over me. Alright. You see the neck diving? I mean, this strap isn't really, it's not a leather strap, it's just a nylon strap, but I just got a black t-shirt on. You know, it keeps everything pretty much straight. I mean, this is proof in the pudding here. I'm not using CG technology here. This is... The neck feel. I mean, I've had that thing for 20 years, and like I said, it's a great instrument, but the neck is all effed up on it. The intonation, I cannot get it, the intonation set at all. The neck's got issues. The action's always all over the place because I'm just more fighting the bow of the neck, so the action kind of has to just follow suit. But God, this feels nice. I mean, sure, you have the new bass Joy, or new guitar Joy. That's right. Oh my God, that's awesome. Let's do a little bit of amazing that. That's awesome. Feels so nice. It almost, I don't think it is. I'm gonna do some comparisons to the side-by-side off camera. But it almost has a feel like a short scale bass, almost. I mean, this is pretty much everything I've been looking for. I was looking for a short scale, you know, because I don't have a lot of room in here and I don't want it banging around and stuff. And I wanted to work on doing some, you know, some faster stuff. So I figured, I'll get a short scale bass and, you know, I can, you know, start shredding some bass lines, you know. It's not normally how I play, but I was just going to experiment. Yeah, this almost feels like a short scale, but just a little longer. Like a short scale might be there, maybe. So, you know, so yeah, I mean, it's a little, obviously it's more traditional long scale up here, but the neck itself just feels a little short. It's got 24 frets. You want 24 frets, it's got 24 frets. Feels great. It's got this very matte, I mean, it's got this matte feeling. I mean, I literally feel like I painted this in high school with a can of flat black Dutch Boy house, paint I got from Meyer. I mean, that's what it feels like, right? Which is cool, because I like that. It's very matte feeling here. I mean, I don't think this is bare wood. I'm pretty sure this has got some kind of a light coating on it. The neck, it says it's a rosewood fretboard, I believe. It's not, like sometimes you get like a real dried out look and you got to throw some oil on it. It's a little light, but it's not super dry. I probably will, if I set this thing up and put new strings on it, and the strings are fine. If I put some new, like those cool strings on it, I'll definitely throw some lemon oil on the frets. But that thing, I mean, that thing needs, not only is that thing kind of shot as far as the neck, but it needs really bad cleaning on the fretboard. This one's perfectly clean. Now watch, it just doesn't work when I plug it in. How much time we got? Well, I guess I'm going to test this in the cord too. Just got to plug it in briefly, just to make sure that it works on camera, so you guys believe me. It's cool cord. What's with that pick? Oh, it probably comes up. Oh, I see it in there. Okay. One red pick. And it's got like a little nylon strap that comes with it, which is fine. Yeah, this thing's stiff. Just doesn't feel the best of quality, but it looks cool. And can already kill anything. But it's got it is braided nylon. I mean, I love the braided cords. Those are my favorite. I don't like the rubber cords. Let's see. I'm gonna have to turn that way down. That's my little Fender Rumble 25 over there. That's not a good sign. Oh, there we go. Had the volume down too low. It works. Got the tonal amp. Dude! I'm gonna keep saying that. Dude! Alright. Let's unplug this bad boy. The cord works, that's fine, true, and the bass works, so it was a victory today, guys. I was a little stressing it out. I mean, like I said, it's not a lot of money to be out, but I would rather not go through the pain in the ass of returning it if it was a piece of garbage, or if it wasn't working. But I said this is the Ktaxon. This is not the glary. I don't know if there's a difference. There may be, but as you can see, this is a pretty badass looking bass. You want some Gene Simmons bass, you know, that's the headstock up there. It's all black. There's no, you can put, you know, you can put a sticker or something on there, decal, but I'd say it all black like that. I love things that are just all matte black. You know, kind of like they're, you know, I swear I came up with it a long time ago. Now everybody and their brothers, like, you know, got them all matte black trucks with taking all the badging off and all that stuff, right? So, pretty cool. Pretty damn cool. I can see that bow. Good, not terrible, just a hair of a bow. You know, you heard it buzz a little bit there, more so not really coming through the amp, which a lot of basses do anyways. But it's going to take some playing. Get you know, probably make a slight adjustment to the neck, not much. I don't think the, you know, just eyeballing it, it looks pretty close. I would think that the I don't even think it. I don't need to do any adjustment. Like I said, the intonation's perfect. You saw that, right? I mean, spot on. We checked the tuner. It's spot on. I said the intuning or the intonement or whatever it's called. The intunement, yeah, intunishment. I don't know. That's all screwed up on my my Spectre. I mean, I love the Spectre, but it looks like Spectre might be going back into the case for a little while, or because I don't really have a lot of other places to put it. Is that free to get the strap and the pick? I think you get the tools in there too, you know, for adjusting all your stuff. You get all the different little Allen keys. And here's that. Let's find a place for this at the moment. Oh my God, the thing's cool looking. Sorry, I'm all geeked up. I need some good news. A lot of shit's been going on lately, so I need a little bit of pick-me-up, and this is a pick-me-up. So yeah, this is like your typical, just kind of just bag. I mean, you know, it's got a pouch in the front, but you know, if you just want to put it in the bag and just take it somewhere, you're not, you know, that you're gonna not get batted around or whatever, that's fine. You know, there's no need to drag out a hard shell case. Just throw it in here. You know, it's not padded. You know, I need to get a good gig bag anyways. A nice one for basses that I use is just kind of a good gig bag. But for now, hey, it came with it. So, you know, let's just say, what's this, maybe a $5, $10, probably a $10 item. You know, you give you a $5 strap, you get a little pick. And you get the tool. I mean, most basses come with their tools and stuff. So yeah, you get probably an extra $10-15 worth of just goodies with it. So you're looking at, you know, if you had to buy those, you're looking at 50. We're down to $55. Come on, can you really go wrong for $55? Like I said, unless the thing just totally explodes in the middle of the night and takes me out, which I don't see it happening, you know, or it just totally just crumbles and falls apart in my hand, you know, or maybe a tuner knob or the strap knob comes out, you know, gets stripped. I mean, I can fix that. Just get a bigger screw, you know, or a molly or something, fix that up. You know, I could see some of the hardware shorting out or crapping out, you know. Again, all that stuff is fixable. You can just, you know, you just test it, you know, if it doesn't work. If you got a short in it, you know, just use it. If you got a multimeter around or whatever, you just get a little multimeter from Harbor Freight for like $5, and just test it. It's like, okay, do I got any continuity here? No. Okay, well, it's probably shot. So just buy a new thing. You know, you're gonna have to get the soldering gun out most likely and solder the two little leads onto it. Then put the sucker back in there. I mean, you know, the pickups could just up and take a shit, but you know, what the heck? I mean, as long as you get ones that fit, and you can upgrade it at that point. You know, buy some nice $100, more expensive than the bass, some nice $100 humbuckers, you know, that fit that thing, and toss them in there. You know, solder them on in, give that a shot. You know, I mean, this stuff's it's pretty. You know, if you want to mod it, it's a great platform. But you know, I'm not really in. Yeah, I'll fix something if it goes wrong, but I'm not really in the in the modding mood. Like I said, I don't want to go out and spend $100, $200 for a couple of nice pickups on a essentially a $50 base. You know, I find that a little stupid. I mean, I'm not going to cannibalize my my Spectre. It's going to stay as is. Yeah, I'm totally stoked. I said I highly recommend, you know, if you like that one. And they've got other ones. They've got P-based styles. They've got, what do you call it? They've got jazz basses. They've got, I can't remember. They got a couple other really short scale bass, or really short scale basses. They have like a copy of like a Bronco, like a bullet bass, you know, a Bronco bass for Squier or Fender, and they've got one really short scale for a littler kid, or if you just want a little bedroom jammer. But you know, that's my bedroom jammer right there. That's what I'm gonna use. You know, and you know, they've got, and of course they got a range of guitars. My son wanted the Burning Fire, wanted the red one, the guitar, and I was ready to order it for him. I told him he was going to give me some money, and I was going to, you know, take it out of the next couple of weeks' allowances. But and he backed out at the last minute, so I don't know what's up with that. Sorry, I'm just wallering over here like a big slug. Yeah, he's like, no, can you cancel it? I just ordered it, but I canceled it. Same price as the bass, same stuff, except for I don't think I had the black hardware, but it came with the little gig bag and everything. Regular 6-string bass. It was red though. He didn't want to have it matching mine exactly, and he loves red, so he's got a red Ibanez. He wanted a red one, but he didn't want it the last minute, so he's coming over today. I'll ask him what's up with that. Once he sees that, he's probably like, no, dude, can you order it now? I want that. Of course you do. So, yeah, other than that, you know, like I said, it's going to be a short video. It's already almost 40 minutes, but, you know, sorry about all the dead space and time and stuff like that, but now I've got a bunch of styrofoam to go take out to the dumpster. So let's make sure I don't throw away anything here. Yeah, I got a bunch of, there's your tools. Tool fell. It's normally your normal tools you get with the bass. You get the Allen key for the bridge, and then the truss rod adjustment tool. Like I said, the intonation you got to do with, or tightening up your tuners, you got to do with a Phillips head screwdriver. So they're not going to give you, no reason to give you that, but they give you those, you know. And they're not, you know, they're just like the stuff you get when you get like IKEA, or like assemble your own stuff. They give you just cheap tools. I mean, it does a trick. You don't need to have, you know, $1,000 snap-on, you know, Allen wrench. Like I said, they get that strap, and it looks pretty cheap. But I mean, hey, you know, it's extra strap sitting around. Make sure there's nothing in here. I mean, no reason to send it back. I'm probably going to keep this stuff in the box for maybe about, keep it for about a week. I don't think I'm going to take it right out of the trash can, just in case something does end up going wrong with it. But, you know, by the way, I just want to mention this. I bought this off Amazon, you know, with my hard-earned money. This was not sent to me by Ktaxon or Glary or anybody. Nobody's sponsoring me for this. This is just purely out of my interest, because when I learned about it, I was like, oh, I'm very interested in that. I want to check that out, and it was more satisfying my curiosity if anything, and I did, you know, so the Spectre's got a little bit of cancer, Stan, so I needed something anyways, and I've been looking at various bases that were cheaper than, obviously, than a new Spectre. I wasn't going to, you know, if I was going to spend $400, $399, I'd just buy that Steinberger Spirit bass that I've always wanted. That'd be nice if one of these cheap companies did a knockoff of that, but you know, it's my curiosity. Like I said, I'm not making a dime off of getting this guitar and reviewing it online. In fact, I lost money, and I'm not even getting monetized for these anyways, because I don't even have monetization yet on my Amazon or my YouTube account. So I'm not trying to shill for it, because like I said, if it was screwed up, I'd tell you, trust me. You know, if it was a piece of junk, I would say, oh God. But I find it to be absolutely perfect. I mean, I can't say that enough. So far, I've had it for what, 30 minutes out of the box, and I gotta say, I'm 100% satisfied with it thus far. Just gotta put it on the stand over here, so that guy's gonna go in the case. Or if my son wants to borrow it again, he can always borrow. He borrowed it once, a couple of times from me, so yeah. That red cord looks cool. No, that is pretty freaking sweet. So when you see my videos from now on, you're probably going to see that guy back there. You're not going to see the Spectre there anymore. So, and again, I mean, you heard me play a little bit, but I'll do more of a me playing around video. Like I said, I'm gotta get. If I don't get one by Christmas, I don't get one for Christmas. But I need to get a microphone, condenser microphone with a boom arm, so I can attach it to my desk, so you can hear my stunning voice, you know, better. You know, I mean, like I said, this microphone's got it's fine, but the thing is, with that new microphone, not only can you'll hear me better, but I can also plug it into here, which I'll have to do anyways, and I got an instrument jack, so I can plug in. I can run a line out from the Fender Rumble, or I can run a line out from this. You know, I haven't been using this much lately. I'm not really. I like line into an amp with just bass, mid, treble, and a volume. That's it. That's all I need. I find I don't know. I'm not really liking the compressor very much. There's a Dyna compressor on that one. I don't really like it much. The chorus is whatever, right? It makes it sound nice and, you know, warm, you know, and you know, and there's a little bit of reverb. I mean, I don't really need the effects. I think that Fender Rumble just sounds so amazing as it is, you know, and through the headphones it sounds great, you know, and I can run a line out of that and run it right into that audio interface, and we'll go right into the computer, and you guys will hear it, you know, as clear as bell, you know, and I'll play that bass, and like I said, I'll get used to whatever. That just looks so cool on the stand over there. It sits perfectly fine on that stand too. I gotta say, because of the roundness of the Spectre, sometimes I'm like, oh shit, you know, I mean, like I set it on the stand, I think it's gonna fall. This one just sits right on it, nice and perfect. But yeah, I'm so happy with it. That's all it takes, man. $70, $69.99, and you'll get a new instrument, and you'll be very happy with it. You know, unless you're whatever. You know, there's people out there. It's like, you know, it's like, all right, you know, certain levels or whatever. And you know, I've been playing for what, since 1989, over 30 years. You know, am I great? I'm all right. You know, I would put my skills at like intermediate. I mean, I know my scales, I know my neck, I know my notes. You know, I can play some stuff. I can play a couple of Rush tunes here and there, play a couple of Yes tunes, so I can play some little bit trickier stuff. I normally like to just play bare bones, you know. But you know, I can play with my fingers just fine. So I've been playing with for years now. I'm starting to use a pick. You know, take it from somebody who's played, let's say, 30 plus years, who's just pretty much dinked around with one. You know, I've been in bands when I was younger, sure, you know, but you know, take it from me. If I say you'll be 100% satisfied, unless you get a bad one, you know. If you get a bad one, just return it, you know, get a new one, get a better one. But I'm just saying is, if you shop around and you really look at the one you really want, which that was the one I really wanted, and you know, you will find you'll be 100 for $70. Come on, it's a no-brainer. Just if you're on the fence about it, just buy one. Buy one, check it out, right? Make a video too. Send me a link. I'd like to see it. You know, if you get something like that, you know, or if you get one, send me pictures. You know, something. I'd like to see what you got. You know, so I'll end this video here. Like I said, it's not a super long one, but I know there's a lot of dead space in this because I had to open stuff up and move things around. Yeah. You know, make sure to like and subscribe. I've noticed there's a Kiss video. Oh, you've seen this by now. Yeah, the Kiss video should have aired last. This was a Monday video, so you should have seen the Kiss video last Friday. But even though it's not even Friday yet for me, because I'm recording this early. Like I said, I wasn't planning on recording a video today. But I wanted to unbox that on camera. I thought that'd be cool. So, yeah. Sorry, I don't want to keep just rambling on here, but I'll let you guys go. And, you know, like I said, give me comments, let me know. And like I said, I'll keep you updated if it stays just as nice as it is right now. You know, and what I really like about it. So far, I think it's amazing. And best $70 I ever spent, hands down. You know, I don't think with the stereo equipment and the rumble, the only thing I really bought in the last couple of years that I was kind of like, is that Ibanez acoustic bass, and just there's nothing wrong with it, just not a big. I thought it was cool at first, now I'm just kind of you know. I'm not gonna get rid of it. I'm just gonna keep it in the bass collection, you know. But yeah, I got a couple of records. I mean, as far as like bigger ticket items like electronics, things that you know would go wrong. You know, everything I've bought, speakers, turntable, receiver, everything I've got in the last couple of years, I've been pretty damn satisfied with. You know, nothing really, no real stinkers. So, all right, I'll let you go and catch you on the next one. All right, bye bye.